Oh yeah.
Alright. I didn't choose the video call.
You've lovely face.
Oh, no, it's a video call. I better get some clothes on.
You got your new cardi on.
Yeah, I got my new cardio on and everything.
It's very nice.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm wearing it, and I would do this in person, but you guys are really busy, and so 2 weeks from today, I'm gonna ask Miriam to marry me. So I just wanted to call to kind of let you guys know and say, sorry, Rob, it's not gonna work out.
To you, babe.
This is Miriam. Miriam is 27 years old. She's jumping into a pool in 35-degree heat. She would later get an ear infection. More importantly though, later this year, I would ask her to marry me. This is the story of how I proposed to Miriam May Nosworth. So, if you hadn't already kind of guessed from the beginning there, this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to propose to you. And hopefully you're watching this and are going to say yes. I'm going to prolong it a little bit more. If you don't, that's great. It's a fantastic YouTube video with guaranteed hits there. But what I wanted to do is kind of give a bit of context, a bit of a prologue before we get into Act 1 about why I chose to do it this way. And that started about a year ago. Everyone in Belfast, when I went on that work trip, knew what I was doing because I got incredibly smashed and just told everybody. But I've been thinking about how I wanted to do it, and in that time, a horror critic reached out, wanting to review my first film, Stationary Bike, which, yes, that's incredibly self-indulgent.
Oh? Didn't see you there. It's me, award-winning filmmaker Alexander Hayden-Jones. And I'm here to tell you, I love film.
And in that interview for his book he wanted to do, he asked me what my third follow-up film would be, if I had an idea, and that got me thinking. I wanted to make something, for you. So what I thought I'd do is read out my answer to that question. I'm not actually allowed you to read this, so I thought I'd read it to you now. So I said, at the time of writing, I'm working on a third film, which is actually how I'm going to propose to my partner. I wanted to create something even more personal, and what better way to create my next film than telling the story of the woman who inspired damn near everything. That film will be called Endings and Beginnings. So if you're reading this, I could be engaged, or she hated the idea. So, here we are. So, what you're going to see now is the entire process, and hopefully by the end of it, you say yes. So, here we go. Act 1, the backstory, which is how a guy called Alex and a girl called Miriam met, had a family with a bebe, and God was in the room always. Now you get kind of the conception of the idea, you know this story, but I kind of wanted to kind of tell you again. So, why I'm doing it today is that 8 years ago to this day, we met for the very first time. We met in a crappy kitchen on Freshers Week in Swansea. Didn't know anybody. We were chatting away to different people. And then I remember seeing you for the first time standing in the little arch of the doorway, and we spoke about what our favourite film was, which was It's a Wonderful Life.
What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea.
And I remember thinking in this moment to a girl with a pixie cut and a white t-shirt and a black skirt, and me with long hair, R.I.P., that I was totally enamored by this person. And I joked at one point, not at that point because that would be weird, that I would lasso the moon for you. And we've joked about the different kind of relationships and movies and TVs that we've seen which we're similar to. and you know, Nick Miller from New Girl is kind of one which probably hits closer to home more than others, and you know, and that kind of reinforced the idea of what I wanted to do. And in that, he kind of gets people to kind of talk about, you know, how great Jess is. I don't have time or the budget for that, but I've spoken to your parents, obviously, but I thought it'd be good to, you know, hear from my family, but then more importantly, you know, the most important people that I actually needed permission from. So from that small kitchen in Swansea, here we are 8 years later, which leads us very well on to Act 2, which is the permission. Okay, so before we jump into Act 2, we had a conversation the other day. We went to the toy shop, as we do as 27-year-olds, and I saw a toy Vespa, and I wanted to buy it for Bebe, or slash Grogu, and you mentioned that I couldn't, because you were 27 years old. We had a bit of a back and forth, and then he mentioned to me that I could buy it if I bought you a ring. We shook hands on it, and that's where we ended that conversation. So I know you're watching this now knowing I bought the ring. So enjoy that one. Super quick. I'm gonna ask Auntie to marry me, and I need your guys' permission. Can I ask her to marry me?
What do you think? Do you think Uncle Alex and Auntie Mary should get married? So they'd be like Mummy and Daddy, and they'd be married and love each other forever? No! Why not?
Uncle Alex is so stinky.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go, brilliant. That'll
Are
do.
you sure?
Brilliant.
Daisy, are you happy with Alex marrying Miriam? Daisy? Ah, yeah. Wow.
If Uncle Alex buys you a huge ice cream, can he then marry Auntie?
No.
Oh, go on, please. What if Uncle Alex let you take Baby Yoda on a sleepover?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a yes.
Hamish, is that a yes? It's a burp.
I'll take it.
I'm sorry that you have to end up with him.
Who's Miriam again?
You can't say that.
Well, it's recorded now, so.
Oh, well. We love you, Miriam.
Yeah. Congratulations. to you both.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Well done. Sorry that you have to be with him, though.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
And you're going to trade your name for a name that is
It's
the
not
most
real.
common name in the world.
It's not real
Genuinely,
either.
It isn't really our name.
No.
So,
You're actually a broccoli.
the broccoli, yeah,
You're a green veg now, so...
which is very suitable for a vegan.
Yeah, let's end that.
Anything else to say, Mum?
Mum, do you have anything to say? I'm gonna do mine as a script. I need to do the script properly. Mum's gonna do the script. So St John told Al at Cana's wedding feast, the water pots poured wine in such amount that by his own sober count there were 100 gallons at least. It made no earthly sense unless to show how whatsoever love elects to bless brims to a sweet excess that can without depletion overflow. What is to say that what love sees is true, that this world's fullness is not made by bound. Life hungers to abound. I'm going to cry now. and poureth plenty out for such as you. Now if your loves will lend an ear to mine, I toast you both. Good son and dear daughter, may you not lack for water, and may that water smack of Cana's wine. By Richard Wilbur. That's it.
That's very nice. That is much better than Dad saying that she's a broccoli and that's really good because she's vegan.
Yeah. I thought I wouldn't cry, but I have.
So here we are, Act 3. As you already know, you're sat down in this room, you've walked through that door, and you're currently watching me up on that wall. On the wall currently there is the video I made about us, essentially. It was the making of The Night We Met, and those people that you meet that change the trajectory of your entire life, and those moments that define who we are. And in that dank kitchen, 8 years ago, I found my person. As cliche as and soppy as that is, I always knew. I had to ask you out 3 times, you said no 3 times, and then eventually you asked me out, but we digress. Even a few months ago, we were in this room toasting to our new house and to the future and all the things that we wanted to do.
It is 1:20 on the 23rd of June 2023, and we have just come into our house, opened a bottle of Prosecco.
Way!
What else? In our Bristol Blue Glass glasses. Won't use these yet, have we been?
No, we haven't.
And yeah, we've got lots to do, but this is our dining room.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
I knew kind of then this is where I wanted this film to end. You made a passing comment saying the best bits about proposals that you've seen are when the partner explains everything that has happened and how they did it. I wanted to make this film to show you that journey, because you're an incredible person. You make me feel like me. You make me feel like I'm home. And there's no one else in this world I'd rather spend the rest of my life with. And I hope I can make you as happy as you make me. And if you're not already blackmailed by your family and my family, I've just got a couple of your crushes here and my mates just to kind of reinforce that. And I mean, Matthew Gray Gubler wrote into me and kind of pushed that a little bit further. So if you don't, I mean, I don't know what else I can possibly do. But currently, present Alex is shitting his pants. So I'm gonna let him take over and do those final little bits. Kind of watch to the end. You might be a little bit distracted, but when you review this, stay for the after credits. All good movies have an after credits now, and I hope you enjoy what I've created here for you. But I'll let Alex take the reign. But I just wanted to say that I love you, and say yes, would you? Otherwise, this is a fantastic fail. But yeah, I love you, and take it over, Alex.
found a piece of me staring at the sea.
So this is behind the scenes for later, when you're reviewing kind of all the footage for the end credits, because every good movie has an end credit. So here's my attempt at mine. Oh, hi Mum. It's me, Baba Yoda, or Grogu, for people who don't know. It's a great video, alright? I just thought I'd just pop in because everyone knows I'm the child, but if you don't marry Dad, Alex, all the filmmaker, then I would not just be the child, I would be the child of the Force. Oh my fucking god. So let's see how that worked.
This one? Will you marry me?
Yeah.